After binging the first 4 Fast and Furious movies, one thing is absolutely clear. The franchise has a distinct vibe. These films are for folks, probably mostly guys, who want to dive into testosterone-fueled worlds of roaring engines, scantily clad women that are basically there as eye candy, and over-the-top action sequences that defy logic and physics. The 4th installment delivers that in spades. Critics slammed the movie and it has an abysmally low Rotten Tomatoes score, but audiences gave it their approval, showing the divide between the highbrow analysis and just having fun. I'm more in the turn your brain off and enjoy camp. But let's dig into why Fast and Furious is a solid movie even if it's not a cinematic masterpiece. Spoiler-filled analysis ahead. With its extreme energy, strong cast, and bold visuals, it substantially outshines the Fast and Furious Tokyo Drift. I did a scathing review of that movie on this channel. I did not like the Fast and Furious Tokyo Drift. This movie, the 4th movie, feels like a return to form. The film kicks off with a bang, literally, with a tanker heist in the Dominican Republic that's a masterclass in controlled chaos. Dominic Toretto, played by Vin Diesel, and his crew execute a theft that's as reckless as it is riveting. They're stealing gasoline tankers from a truck that's moving down a Dominican highway, and it's fun to watch. Director Justin Lin, back after Tokyo Drift, dials up the intensity using sweeping Michael Bay-style camera movements to capture every explosion and near miss. The CGI is blatant and you can see it a mile away. Those tanker flips defy gravity and physics, but it's so entertaining you barely notice. The cinematography of this movie is a giant step up from Tokyo Drift. Tokyo Drift was a dark film, had some neon lights, but it was mostly dark. It didn't really pop visually. This movie has much more vibrant colors. The Dominican sequences, the dusty background, the oranges and blues, the colors of the movie just pop a lot better. It's just a better looking movie. The pacing of that opening chase was tight, the tension was there. I'll tell you what though, I would not want to drive a tanker with 4 trailers on that highway. That looks kind of dangerous, even without the Vin Diesel crew trying to steal it. Vin Diesel's gravelly charisma is the film's heartbeat, making Dom feel like a mythic outlaw. His presence alone carries the scene and the rest of the movie. It's a reminder of why he is the series' anchor. It's a shame that Too Fast and Too Furious and Tokyo Drift sidelined him. It feels more like the Fast and Furious now that he's back. The script is also a clear improvement over Tokyo Drift's aimless plot. Dom is now a fugitive seeking revenge against drug lords, while Brian O'Connor is now an FBI agent pursuing the same target. Unlike Tokyo Drift, which felt like a standalone detour, Fast and Furious reconnects to the core of what made the first movie great. One oddity is the timeline. Han's presence casually munching snacks is jarring since he died in Tokyo Drift. It turns out this Fast and Furious movie is a prequel to Tokyo Drift, I guess, a fact the movie doesn't clarify up front. This chronological shuffle is clever but confusing, especially for casual viewers. The heart of Fast and Furious lies in its characters, especially the tense interactions between Dom and Brian. Dom's raw power in his iconic Dodge Charger against Brian's precision in a sleek Subaru. At least that's what Google tells me. I'm really not a car guy. Dom's need to dominate, Brian's drive to prove himself, making it more than just a spectacle. There's a reason for the race, which makes the race better. There's a reason for the action, which makes the action better. Showing stuff that looks cool isn't enough. You have to have reasons for it, and this movie gives us that. Paul Walker's shift from street racer to FBI agent is a bit of a mixed bag. His earnest performance sells it, but the script stretches credulity by making Brian a by-the-book Fed after he let Dom escape in the first movie. The idea that the FBI would hire someone with his background seems like a bit of a stretch. Still, Walker's boyish charm sells it. He shines in the movie. It's so good to see him back, even with the more conservative haircut. The supporting cast is also a highlight, and hey, Gal Gadot was in this movie. I had absolutely no idea. It was great to see a pre-Wonder Woman Gal Gadot. She can definitely act, and as a heterosexual guy, I didn't mind looking at the television when she was on the screen. I do want to talk about the film's hyper-masculinity. The film is so exaggerated that it's almost camp, from Dom's growled one-liners to a parade of women that solely exist to adorn the cars. Fast and Furious feels like a teenage boy's fantasy of cool. It's both a flaw and a feature at the same time. The movie leans into the absurdity with a wink at the audience, embracing its identity as a male power trip. But this unchecked bravado is a little hard to take seriously at times, especially when some of the female characters are reduced to eye candy despite their character's actual potential. Older guys that need to take testosterone supplements maybe should just watch this movie daily instead. And the morality of the movie is a bit tricky as well. Dom is framed as this noble outlaw, but his actions, like the tanker heist, paint him as a reckless criminal. The opening stunt endangers an innocent truck driver. If they had had a line or two of dialogue establishing a motivation for the heist beyond pure profit, that could have helped. I feel bad for the truck driver. Was that his ring? He could have been an owner-operator, we're not told. That incident could have ruined him financially, or it could have gotten him killed. The film expects the audience to cheer Dom's bravado, but it doesn't tell us why we should do that. It relies on Vin Diesel's charisma to make you overlook the ethical issues, but it can't quite brush it aside that easily. The soundtrack is packed with hip-hop and Latin-infused music, which perfectly matches the streetwise energy of the movie, and I like the Mexico sequences. I like that the first movie took place in Los Angeles, the second movie was in Miami, the third movie was in Tokyo, each giving us a distinct vibe. I was hoping that the fourth movie would do something similar and pick a new location, but this movie was all over the map, and it didn't really need to be. I don't mind a globe-trotting movie, I like James Bond films. In this case, it just made the movie seem a little bit less focused. Like I said though, the script of this movie is way better than Tokyo Drift. This script, while better than Tokyo Drift, does take a little too long to gain momentum. It has some clunky exposition, slowing the first act. Brian's jailbreak scheme at the end, helping Dom escape prison, pushes believability to the limit. In the first movie, Brian is bending the rules a little, but him orchestrating a full-on prison break feels out of character. Why would this guy have gone into law enforcement if that's the way he is? It just pushed believability to the max. Still, these flaws do not derail the movie. Fast and Furious feels like a course correction after Tokyo Drift, bringing back much of the core crew and recapturing a lot of the energy of the 2001 original with a testosterone injection. Fast and Furious is not a masterpiece, it's not Oscar bait, but it's fun. It's loud, it's proud, it's slightly ridiculous, it's a love letter to car movies, crime movies, it's about loyalty, it has slick visuals, it has magnificent casting, and it has an unapologetic excess that is a massive improvement over Tokyo Drift. It recaptures what makes the series fun. The Fast and Furious knows its audience, those craving 2-hour thrill rides, and this movie delivers it. It's not about subtlety, it's about the rush you feel when you watch the movie. I'm really excited to give Fast 5 a review. I think I saw Fast 5 once when it was new, and I saw it out of context from all the other movies, so I'll be excited to watch that movie again, and once it's fresh in my mind, I'll do another review of that on this channel. So please hit that like and subscribe button so you don't miss that. I promised I would watch all of the Fast and Furious movies, and I will. And I'm also open to suggestion. What movies would you like to see me watch and analyze next? Eric Wilfred Watson signing out.